What's going on, YouTube? This is Daniel Rucker with True Table. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go ahead and go in. Ladies, I stumbled across this post. It's on the thumbnail, which is what motivated me to do this particular recording, this particular episode, because I wanted to touch on, I want to talk about it. Because still current day, we have a confusion on what it is to, one, be a woman, and then a woman that actually is of quality, and to get a man. So I'm gonna do my best to explain it in a few minutes that, you're with me. The fact is, I'm just gonna be direct with it. Most of you females just don't qualify. You know what I mean by that? Most females do not qualify to really acquire a man. What does that mean? Because males pay you attention, there seems to be this confusion or this rewiring of sorts that is happening in the modern day, because females take attention from males and transfer that to, in their mind, create this illusion that, well, whenever I decide to wake up and actually open my options up to wanting to be with just one guy, it's just gonna be available to me. I'm here to tell you, no, that's not how it works. Most of you females are not even qualified to have the attention of a man. Why can I say that? One, I am a man. Two, I've interacted with a lot of females on a regular basis. My career field, some of my social practices has allowed me to constantly be in conversation with females. And what I found is that, one, you guys are very clueless when it comes to, one, how we think, how we process information. Two, how we view you. Three, when you actually have the opportunity to acquire a man or have the attention of a man, the way he's going to interact with you is going to be a lot different than the males that interact with you. When a man is interacting with you, ladies, usually you may feel a little uncomfortable. You may get probing questions. There's going to be things that he's going to require or ask of you, whether it's your temperament, your demeanor. He may, check you in a way that comes across like, let me finish my point. The handling of you is going to be a lot different. And a lot of the times, he's not going to be someone who's going to, one, struggle with being able to convey his thought. He's going to definitely be confident, knowing who he is. And he probably is not going to appease you in the same way that you're accustomed to. So this illusion that females now think that just men are just out here in a line waiting on women. First of all, any man worth anything has tremendous options. There's billions of you guys, billions of females. Now, to acquire an actual man, someone of quality, substance, someone who's valuable, someone who brings vision, purpose, discipline, resources, growth, expansion with him, I'm sorry, most of you females do not qualify. And why can I say that? Because most of you have not done the necessary work in yourself to be able to stand in the presence of a man long enough to sustain him in the way that would build a relationship that you could actually keep up with. See, if you really if you really have the opportunity to be around a man, let alone get one, he probably will make you want to step your game up. He'll probably make you have to reassess your own crap, your own life, your perspective, how you show up in the world, if you have the opportunity to really meet one. Because one thing that I can say about men is when you actually do, interact with one, it's an aura about us. And it's not just the aura, but once you actually start interacting, you start to understand, wow, okay, this is different. And you'll think that. You may not say it, but you'll think that. And then you'll watch how people around him even interact. You'll watch how he has the relationships that he has, the responses that he gets, the way that people, arrive in his space. Because one thing about men is we're force, and God put that in us. You cannot just say with this egotistical mindset, ladies, that just because you have a vagina, which by the way is not special, because there's, again, billions of those across the planet, you can't just say that it's not a problem for a woman to get a man. Nah, yeah, it actually is. If there was such of an abundance of us as you try to make it seem, then there wouldn't be so many miserable females that are actually in relationships with males that are not hitting the bar, meeting the standards. Because one thing I can say about a woman who's actually with a man, she's not complaining. She's not sitting here wondering what it's like on the other side. Again, this is my opinion. This is my lived experience. This is my observed experience. But usually when a woman actually has the opportunity to acquire a man, she feels lucky. She feels blessed. So this attitude and this notion that, oh yeah, it ain't a problem. She chooses to be single. No, maybe you just don't qualify. Maybe you don't have what it takes to really be with a man. Now there's tons of males out here that'll tolerate your nonsense. There's tons of males out here that won't require anything from you. There's tons of males out here that'll allow you to be undisciplined, unfit, overweight, have bad habits, have low standards, have a negative mindset, won't require you to grow, won't demand anything of your abilities, won't be pushing you to even be better than you thought you were at that point. There's tons of males that'll take what you have to offer at its base, at its basic level, with your traumatized, overly emotional, undisciplined self. Yeah, there's tons of them. I see them all the time. We call them betas. We call them betas. That's just what it is. Because any man that understands his true value and understands purpose and vision and, all of these things, he's not going to allow you, sweetie, to show up any kind of way. You're not stepping to him any kind of way. You're not coming to him with the presentation lacking. You're not coming to him with the attitude that's incorrect. He's not going to allow you to exist in his space, in his area, in his life, let alone, unless you're coming with the quality that he deems worthy. And that's right, he deems worthy, not you. You don't get to determine that. So I wish, for the purpose of this broadcast and further broadcasts, that there can be some things that are taken away from this to understand, ladies. You need to stop making it seem like you are the one to be able to certify yourself. You can't certify yourself. When things have a place, a value, when things are given a certain level of validity, that usually requires the inspector, the person who is setting the standard to be able to be like, you know what? Yep, that's a good one. Oh, you meet the mark. You've passed. You can't be the student telling the teacher, yeah, I'm ready. No, you got to show up on a test. Take the exam. And the exam starts from the moment you walk out the house. The exam starts from the moment you open your mouth. How do you interact with him? What type of things are you going to bring forward to him? Are you worth building on? That's really the basis. Are you, as a woman, worth building on? Do you kick it with a bunch of, females that ain't talking about anything, ain't about nothing, aren't productive, aren't of quality, aren't of substance? Are you always keeping up a bunch of mess? Do you got a potty mouth? Do you have any type of thoughts that go through your mind that are beneficial to this particular guy and what he's trying to do in the world and what kind of legacy he's trying to bring forth to contribute to society? Probably not. So, I will say, as I'm wrapping this up, ladies, if you don't qualify, then men are going to elude you. They're going to be out of your reach. And you're going to be forced to deal with males and betas, unless you decide to grow and you decide to change. That's what it takes. So, this is Daniel Rucker with True Table. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to continue to bring the content. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.